Hi everyone, this is Bev here and it's Saturday afternoon and I'm in my Saturday attire. Now this is my response video to Darcy over at Darcy's 6 Strings 9 Lives. There will be a link to his channel there. If you haven't subscribed already to Darcy, I would highly recommend that you subscribe. He has a great channel, shows quite a variety of stuff. His favourite bands are Judas Priest and Saxon, and he's into a lot of heavier stuff like Creator and I don't know, Megadeth, all these kind of bands, loads of them. And he had come up with an idea, and he suggested to show 4 bands, 2 albums I think from 4 bands that you don't see a lot of, or you don't think there's enough shown of them in the VC, or that don't seem so popular, kind of thing, just in amongst everybody's collections. I had a quick look through, and I could have picked out a few actually, but I've gone with the 4 I've gone with, just for no particular reason, I guess. So I'm going to just get right into it, and I'll start off with this band. This is Gotthard. They are from Switzerland. I think they initially started around about 1992. They've been going since then, I think. Their debut album is just self-titled, Gotthard, which I don't have actually. And they had a phenomenal lead singer. His name was Steve Lee, and he died in a tragic motorcycle accident in around about, I think it was 2011 he died. So, they got a different singer in. I think the chap that they have singing for them now, he's Australian, I think, but he has roots in Switzerland, I believe. And I'll be honest, most of the stuff that I've heard for this band are from the Steve Lee era, from their sort of earlier stuff, which is what this album is titled Lip Service, and I think it's one of my favourite albums of theirs, and it's from 2005, I think. Yeah, this came out 2005, and it's got a whole load of great songs, and they're just a really good, solid hard rock band. Just that solid guitar. They're a twin guitar band, and so there's lots of guitars. And again, Steve Lee's vocals are amazing. And as I say, I don't see too much of them around in the VC. I don't know if it's just that I haven't seen them or what, but if you're into hard rock in general, you really need to give this band a check. And the other album I'm going to show from them is one of my favourite album covers. I think I showed this in another video regarding the cover, because I've got a thing about cows. So here's Your Swiss Cattle, and this is a live album. It's actually a double pack, a CD and a DVD. And it's made in Switzerland. It's titled, and it's a concert live from Zurich. Now it's from the Lip Service tour. This is recorded and released in. Where's the date here? I think this is 2006 or 2006, and you get a whole load of 17 songs on the audio CD. On the DVD you get 21 songs. You've got the actual full DVD. There's 1 or 2 cut out of the CD, and you get some bonus material as well, a photo gallery, the making of the concert, and you can see the picture CD with a nice earring, I guess. There. And there, that's the DVD there. So, and you get a nice booklet. And Steve Lee's obviously in this concert, and they do, yeah, the last song at the concert, they do a cover of Immigrant Song, which is Led Zeppelin, and well, you know how high Robert Plant's voice can reach sometimes. Well, Steve Lee can match it, certainly on this song he matches it, and their version of Immigrant Song is, as far as covers go, it's one of the best covers I have ever heard of a Led Zeppelin track. It's amazing. So I urge you to seek Gotthard out. And I've spent 5 minutes just about talking about them already, but yeah, they're really, really good. You know, they're still going just now. They've got some current stuff out with the new singer, but as I say, haven't listened to any of their newer stuff. I'm more kind of old school with them. But definitely check Gotthard. Next up, that I don't see too often, is Hammerfall. And these guys are, oh, where are they from? Are they Danish? Swedish? Something like that. Oh, I think they're Swedish. I think they're one of the Scandinavian guys. I could be wrong. But anyway, this is Hammerfall. It's another band I don't see a lot of, and they are definitely of the power metal group. They got the fast, the twin bass drum on a lot of their songs. As I say, I have to kind of be a little bit careful with the bass drum thing, because too much of it tends to get to me. But from Hammerfall, from what I've heard from them, they're a band that I can listen to quite nicely, and it doesn't annoy me. Apart from amazing artwork on their albums, they have got some solid songs. The singer's pretty good quality. He's got a nice strong voice. Now I know these guys have been going for a while. I'm just going to try and see if I can get this booklet out. It's quite a thick booklet. Booking Scandinavian. Hang on a minute. They're definitely Scandinavian, I'm pretty sure. If somebody wants to correct me on that. Yeah, there's a whole load of things mentioning Sweden here, so I'm going to say they're Swedish. But I am not 100%, but I'm pretty sure they are, so yeah. There's the drama. So, Hammerfall, this album Built to Last, I quite enjoy. I am just fairly new to them myself, so I can't tell you a great deal about them, other than if you're into power metal, this is one you should definitely check out, because I think they're pretty solid. Another album I picked up with theirs, because it was going at quite a decent price on Facebook, Amazon. Amazon had reduced the price on it, and this is Glory to the Brave, and it's a 20-year anniversary re-release, so this album is effectively 20 years old, and this is 2017, so 1997. It's a double album, and you get bonus tracks on the side 4, and you've got lyrics and information in here. So, and these guys are on, I think it's Nuclear Blast, yes, they're on the Nuclear Blast label. They do have custom labels. So yeah, that's Hammerfall. Definitely give them a listen to if you fancy some strong, solid power metal. So the next band I'm going to show is a shout out to a fairly local band, I guess you'd call them, because they are from just near here, and it's Big Country. I don't see, they're not rock, they're not metal, they're kind of, you know, pop rock sort of stuff. I guess you'd certainly put them more in the rock category than you would the pop category, because they're very guitar oriented with their music. but they were massive in the 80s in Britain. Their debut album, this is their debut album here, The Crossing, which came out in 83, and it has some classics like In a Big Country, Chance, you've heard me mention before, Harvest Home, Fields of Fire. These are all hit singles off of this album. So they come from Fife in Scotland, and they were huge. And again, Stuart Adamson, who was the main man in this band, he died sadly in, I don't know, was it 2000 and more? No, I can't remember when he died, but it was a few years ago. And again, just, you know, we had depression, alcohol issues, etc., which was a massive loss, because Big Country, again, they carried on, they're still going, but, you know, they don't really have the same band personnel anymore. So for me, it's kind of Stuart Adamson era is, for me, Big Country. But they've released a whole load of albums under Stuart Adamson's time, but they're very melodic, very guitar oriented. They've got a lot of interesting, intricate guitar parts. Stuart Adamson's a great songwriter, a great singer as well. So, you know, if you're just looking for something a bit rocky, but upbeat, a little less metal, I highly recommend seeking out Big Country. And I'm showing this one, this is through a Big Country, the greatest hits, because this is a good place to start if you are thinking about checking out Big Country. This is from 1990, this greatest hits, so it's kind of a greatest hits of the 80s heyday. And you've got about 13 songs on here, and every one of them is fantastic. It's a really thoroughly enjoyable album. So that is Big Country, get them checked out. And the last band I'm going to show here, now I know they've been shown fairly recently by a couple of people, but I'm going to give them another showing because they need to be shown more. And it's Pretty Maids. I don't see enough of them in the VC, although I know Metal Mickey and Mark G with a C have recently picked up one of their albums each, I think, and seem to be kind of quite enjoying them, which is cool. But if you haven't checked Pretty Maids out yet, I urge you to check them out because they are really good. These guys are from Denmark, and I think they emerged, I think they formed in 1983 with an EP, and this is their debut album, which came out in 84, Red Hot and Heavy, which is a beauty of an album. I love this. I actually spotted this in a charity shop, and I thought, oh, I'll just pick it up. You know, it looks kind of hard rock, heavy metal, and I'm so glad I did. And since getting this, I've went and picked up their second and third album. This is the second one, Future World. I've also got the third, which is Jump the Gun. This one came out in 87. Jump the Gun was 1990. But yeah, the singer is brilliant. He's got a great, strong sounding voice as well. For a rock singer, they're not. I would just put them more on the kind of heavy metal side of hard rock. They're not glam rock. They're not kind of. I wouldn't class them in amongst the likes of Rat, Dokken, Motley Crue, Cinderella. I wouldn't class them more on the. I don't know, because when I listen to them, I hear a bit of an Iron Maiden and a Judas Priest sounding influence in some of their songs, so I put them leaning towards these bands, but they're not quite as heavy as those bands, but they're more akin to those bands. Bonfire might be another one, perhaps, but yeah, definitely get your hands on some Pretty Maids. Thoroughly enjoyable, some great guitars in here as well. So that's my 4 that I don't see too much of, and it would be cool if more people kind of decided to check them out, but that's 4 great bands for me, and thanks to Darcy again for this thread. Again, check out his link below and get subbing to him if you haven't done it so far, and I'll be back with another video later. Bye just now.